Welcome back to Daddy Knows Best. Today we have Leslie Liao on. She just dropped her Netflix special today. I haven't watched it yet because technically today is 2 days ago for me. That's when we're filming this. So there's that, but I'm gonna watch it and I guarantee you she fucking murdered it. Leslie used to come to my open mics in the park and crush it and win set of the night. And now she's on the Tonight Show on Netflix, on Just for Laughs. Like, she's killing it. And we proud. Wednesday, I'm at the Hollywood Improv, the Lab, for my Simper Funny show. Thursday, I'm doing a homeless veteran show at the VA, which I love doing. It's like a way for me to give back to a community that needs to laugh. Saturday, I am at a place in San Diego for a show. And in between there, we're going up to Big Bear with my buddy Elton, who just got engaged to Ginger. Congratulations. He proposed at the Matt Rife show he was on, which was sick. He did it like a fucking rock star. What did you say?
The engagement was at the Dolby Theater where Chris Rock got slapped.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Well, Ginger got slapped with a fat rock on her finger. What's up? All right, guys, check out the pod. Thanks for watching. Thanks for always supporting. Come to a show. Come to Wednesday's show. It's in LA. I'm going to finish talking to my girlfriend and eat my Earth Cafe that's coming because my kitchen's a fucking disaster right now. Actually, I'm going to turn it and show you what my kitchen looks like right now because the people above me, stuff started leaking in. So look at this. You're blowing up right now. You got over 200K on Instagram, which last time I looked, it was over 100, and now it's over 200.
Yeah.
You just did JFL.
I did.
And it's been like a super skyrocket. You have 2 videos over 10 million views on Instagram, which is insane for stand-up clips.
Yeah.
And
I need to bring you with me to places to hype me up.
dude, you should be plugging this stuff because
I never do.
It's really hard and it's impressive, and I think it sets the tone. Like my intro's like his clips have millions of views online.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I go up there with the fucking confidence of a millions of views. You know what I mean? And then a couple of people have messed it up and go over 8 million of views. I'm like, bitch, it's way more than that. But
You could always just say millions.
that's what I tell them, but they've messed it up. Or they'll say YouTube. I'm like, that's literally the only one I don't have a viral video on.
But also, you can combine all the views on all platforms.
Yeah.
And just be like billions of views. Like,
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's what like Trevor Wallace and those guys do.
Literally billions.
That is sick. How was JFL?
JFL. I've never been to Canada ever. Have you been?
No.
So I've never been. Obviously, never been to JFL. But it was just like summer camp for comedy. Like,
That's sick.
it's so sick to like festivals are so cute because comics are so happy.
Of course, especially at that one. That's like
You
the
know?
mecca.
I know. And like, when are we in LA? Like, after a random show, like, let's like party. Like,
No, you're like, I gotta go home and fucking get
Yeah.
ready for my other job.
yeah, it's like fist pump. I'm going home to go to bed.
Yeah.
It was so magical. Everyone knows how excited new faces are. So they look at you like, I don't know, like you just won an Oscar. Like, they're like, congrats on being here. And like, everyone's so happy. And just doing it with other comics, like, Audrey,
Of course.
Stewart,
Yep.
Fumi Abe,
Yep.
like my dear Britt Schmidt. We had just done shows together a couple weeks before JFL and just got in the same time.
That's awesome. She's been grinding a long time too.
I know. And like, it's just cute to bond. We're grown adults, like we're in our 30s.
Right.
But we bonded to like a childlike degree.
That's cool.
It was so dreamy.
Well, I love to see it. You deserve it.
Thanks, dude.
You're not only because you're hardworking, but you're like a good person. You're genuine and one of my favorite people in LA for sure. Every experience I've had with you has been a pleasant one. So.
And we have to shout out, I just drove by the Belmont the other day.
Yeah.
Honestly, the grinder do you talk about your mic on here that you did?
I haven't yet.
It was a good grinded out mic.
Oh yeah, we grinded for sure.
Like, and you retired it, right?
I retired it and I haven't done an open mic since.
Because it was time to say goodbye to it.
It was time.
We never talked about it, but yeah.
It was time. I met a lot of cool comics.
Yeah, me too.
Got to put them on a lot of cool shows that they might have not have been on as early as they were. I made some good side cash, and yeah, I don't know. I don't see any open mics in my near future. That's for sure. I'm doing enough shows, not like you, but like I'm doing enough for
Yeah,
me to
totally.
like feel like I don't need to go suffer.
I know. I actually like, I don't,
Do you still go?
I don't because I also have shows, but I would go again.
Yeah,
I totally would
if
go
I
again.
wasn't getting enough shows, I would too.
Yeah.
If I'm getting like 3 or 4 shows a week, and some of
Yeah,
them are
that's
like
good.
like last week I had 8 shows.
Yeah.
A few of them were 20-minute sets, so it's like
Yeah.
it's enough to where like I don't have to go like question if what I'm doing is, you know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
even your A material sometimes will just bomb at a mic, and you're just like, what the fuck
I
am
know.
I doing here?
I know. But I weirdly liked it.
Yeah, and it
weirdly-
prepares you for like worst case scenario, and I think
Yeah.
it's absolutely a rite of passage, and you have to do it, and yeah, you're better because of it.
Because it was your mic, I always was like trying to specifically impress Bryson. I was like,
Yeah, you won quite a few times.
I know, because I pandered to you. I like was really.
I noticed that, but like you still had like the
Yeah.
best set too, or at least like sometimes it's so good it's hard to tell, and there's like 2, but like
Yeah.
you had the best set. It wasn't just like because you were nice to me.
Yeah, I do like to be nice in general, but I really appreciated that mic because it was worth it to bomb, made us stronger, and if I had to go back, I would just go to the Belmont and randomly do stand up by myself, whether you're there or not. I'm like, I don't have shows this week, so I'm just gonna go to the Belmont.
Just go to the Belmont, man.
Yeah.
Our shout out to the Belmont, they were great. I handed that mic off to Ray Schilling.
Does it still exist? You just passed it off to
I
someone?
passed it off, and she renamed it and rebranded it, and they're killing it.
Ooh,
So
rebranded.
yeah, they changed the name and made it like definitely more welcoming than my vibes. Like mine was like a competition. There's just like this is a fucking community, and you can just like feel safe here and test out your stuff. And I'm like, that's not as fun. That was not my
It's very
vibe.
anti-Bryson.
yeah. My vibe was like, dude, fuck that guy. He didn't win. You know what I mean? Like so when you have a competition, it kind of like I don't know. It's a different tone sometimes.
I felt there was a community vibe to your mic.
Good.
But obviously, making it like set of the night thing got people there, of course.
Yeah.
So people went with like a purpose.
Right.
To like impress.
Yeah.
And I always respected the comics who laughed at other comics.
Of course.
'Cause
it's
knowing-
funny. It's funny, but yeah.
Laugh. If it's funny, laugh.
Some people hold it in probably at those set of the night because
Yeah.
they're just like, I can't let them. If I laugh, it's gonna pass up my set.
Like they're holding in like an orgasm or something. I'm like, just let it out, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, those were the days.
Those good times, man.
Yeah.
I started that mic in the park. Did you used to come to it when it was in the park?
I did go in the park. Did you start it in the pandemic?
I did start it like towards the end of the pandemic.
I went to that one. Super hard to make people laugh at that one.
That one was, but sometimes I would get like 50 strangers in that amphitheater from just the park.
Because you had a sign.
Free comedy.
I know. You had this.
I went and got that made. It's expensive.
How much was that sign?
Like I want to say like close to $100. Wow. To say free comedy with my Instagram handle.
But it worked every time.
Yeah, it worked.
People came, they brought snacks, they brought friends, they
did.
laughed. It was like, it was kind of an amphitheater. It's like this massive, like stadium seating.
Yeah.
You had to compete over the sirens, over,
The Holocaust museum loudspeaker when someone got too close.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, "You are trespassing." There's like a kid bouncing his basketball. It's like, "Get the fuck away from the Holocaust museum."
Forgot about that. Oh, I loved it.
It was cool.
I loved it.
It was when I first started it, I was doing the shows in the parking lot, and like that was where you would get your set if you won. And
The
like,
parking lot of Pan Pacific Park?
no, a different parking lot. Like I don't remember the crossroads, but it had like all this cool graffiti on it, and
Yeah.
like I rented it out from Pier Space, and would like I had multiple shows with like over 100 people, like all spaced out during the pandemic, and so it was sick because like I was doing like I was one of the few people that had shows, and that's when
know.
I moved it to Jam in the Van,
Oh, right.
and then Laugh Factory, and now I'm in the Lab. So I'm progressively going to shittier and shittier venues.
So you thrived in the pandemic. The pandemic was great for you.
A little bit, but I was doing like really well before, and like I had gotten
Yeah.
on Kill Tony twice, and like
Oh, yeah.
was getting a bunch of spots. So like I could have done without the pandemic, but like I made it work.
Yeah. I think we all could have done without it.
Yeah.
We all could have done without it.
I
But
wasn't going to lie. I didn't do a single Zoom show, and I'm proud of that. Not a single fucking Zoom show.
I did many.
Did you?
I did.
Well, look at where we're at.
I
so.
couldn't believe it. It was like a drug addict.
Yeah.
Like you didn't need to do it.
No.
But I was like, I'm gonna say these jokes to someone.
Yeah.
I'll either say it in the mirror to myself or just say it online.
I'm sure it was beneficial in some way, but at the time I had the mindset of like, it's a different medium.
It is.
Like it's a totally different like art form in a way because you don't get the feedback, or you do, but you got to really like pause even longer.
Yeah. It's awful when like you do a Zoom show, people are on mute, and then some people think they're on mute when they're not, and they're talking shit about your set. While you're doing, they're like, it's like some guy in the back, like, yeah, I'm watching. She's not that good, but it's fine. It's free. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that's soul crushing.
Oh, it was amazing.
I was reading some YouTube comments from that joke I wrote in my car, and there's like, this is bad, buddy, blah, blah, blah.
So what's your relationship to your YouTube comments?
Any of the comments, if I don't like them, I don't respond to any negative comments.
Same, yeah.
If they're too strong, I'll just hide them so it keeps the engagement up.
Yeah.
Like if they're just fucked up, if they're just like their opinion and it's really short and normal, I'll leave it and I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Unless it gets like 100 likes, then I hide it and I go, fuck that person. I've blocked a few people because they just like came at all my videos talking shit.
Yeah.
It used to affect me a lot more than it does now. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, totally.
I see it and I'm just like, ugh, now I got to deal with this. But
It's just like, I know statistically people aren't going to like us. It's a numbers game. Like,
I think honestly, anytime you do something on a bigger scale, you're gonna get some haters. You know what I mean? Like I notice the more viral my video gets, the more hate it'll get. Like anything above like a couple 100,000, there's gonna be at least a couple shithead comments on
yeah,
there.
I know. It's statistics.
Mm-hmm. That's what you're referring to. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, comedy is statistics. But I think, I know people aren't going to like us. So it's like, I don't need to read verbatim why
Yeah.
you don't like. I get it.
Yeah, but I also respond to like the nice ones because of the
I
engagement.
love to do that.
So it's like,
Yeah.
how do you not read? I guess you just see that it's hateful and you go, I'm not even gonna read the rest of that.
Oh my God, you're right. So unfortunately, I read most of them.
Yeah.
And then I love to respond to the nice ones to like show love back. Like, I love that.
And positive reinforce and show like everyone like this is how you do it.
And though, all the hater comments, it doesn't matter that it's a hater comment. I think all the algorithm sees is someone watched and commented. Mm-hmm. And you could just take that engagement and just go on with your day. You don't have to.
That's what I do. I do hide them because it still goes towards your engagement sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I'll leave it too, and then like your other fans will come in and be like, "Fuck you, they're great."
That's why like the fans will defend you for you in your honor. I love them.
Yeah,
Love
that's
them.
cool. It's kind of a cool experience. You're at a whole nother level of it, so I'm sure it's even like more wild and kind of overwhelming at that point.
It is, but it also like I have a weird habit of like even the random DMs I get, I read them all.
I do too. I don't respond to all of them.
Of course not.
One, I get some crazy ones. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I had a middle-aged man that's like, "Are you single and gay?" Question mark.
You responded, of course.
I was like, "You missed your window. Sorry, boys."
You're like, for you, baby, but
Yeah, and like my girlfriend's all over my Instagram page, so I don't think they like look too far into it.
maybe they're like, maybe it's a front. Maybe let me just ask him directly to confirm.
But also, like, they'll say, this dude wasn't even in the military, and, like, any basic, like, looking around my, like, stuff, you can tell.
Yeah.
And, or they'll be like, what branch were you in? And it's just, like, it's literally in my bio. So
Yeah.
I just think they're just lazy haters.
Yeah. Oh, lazy hater.
I think it has nothing to do with us. It's them projecting from within something they're not happy with, and they don't know how to communicate properly, so they just go online.
You
take
hit
it out.
it. That's
Yeah.
it. You hit it. They're working through stuff. I look at those comments, I'm like, they're working through stuff.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
Because at first I used to want to respond.
I always want to respond.
But that doesn't do anything good because I've done it before and it just, you spiraled and it's more angry and then it's like you got into an actual conflict and you don't feel well. Yeah.
Because you know they're waiting for you to respond.
Yeah.
And they will always respond to your hater response.
And you can't win an argument. That's one of the favorite things that I read in a book. You can never win an argument, so avoid them.
Like, objectively, it's just impossible. Yeah.
Well, because even if you win, the argument is that that person fucking hates you now because of it.
Yeah.
So even if somebody's wrong, let them save face. Like, don't engage. Like, or if you do need to feel the need to correct them like one-on-one versus like in a group setting, because that's never gonna go well.
Oh, so the move is you just direct message them and say, hey, let's have a Zoom call, just you and I.
Oh no, I'm talking like real people in your life. No, I do not.
Because maybe I'll try that
No.
with my haters. Let's talk it out.
Yeah.
Let's just talk it out. But you're right. Like, how are you gonna convince someone to like love you all of a sudden
Yeah,
in your comments?
it's not gonna happen.
It's just, we don't have time.
No, you especially have less time.
I have less time.
I saw you're a little festival queen.
Dude, I love festivals. Are you
Yeah.
into that whole scene?
I used to be until Coachella 2013.
Was that when you retired from the festival scene?
That was when I got kicked out of the festival scene. Yeah, I took up shrooms and ecstasy and some other stuff, and like kicked a cop in the face and got shot with a taser. It was bad.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you just got kicked out
Oh, I got kicked out.
from just being a little drunk. Okay.
No, it wasn't good.
Okay.
But I got it all settled and I got it all dropped. They tried to give me 4 felonies. And I went through like a special veterans court, had to do like a year of formal probation. And I didn't do shrooms for over 10 years. This year at my cousin's bachelor party was the first time I had done shrooms. That's how.
How did it go that time?
Really well.
Yep.
And I did it the next day too and was like fine. But like I needed the break after that because like I cannot.
A little hiatus.
Yeah.
Just a little break. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But did you love Coachella back when you went? Like,
No, because that was day 1. That was Friday.
Bryson.
So yeah, and I bailed out of jail. They cut my wristband off, but I bailed out of jail and found a way back in, and they didn't find all my drugs because I had them in like a stash soda can.
wow.
So like those sodas that the top screws off and it's actually your drugs inside.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I had a bunch of shit that I bought off of the Silk Road, which was like this black market online that you could buy drugs.
Are they a former sponsor, the Silk Road?
Absolutely
The Silk
not. That dude got like the main dude got arrested for trying to assassinate people.
Oh, okay. Great.
We used to buy your drugs using Bitcoins on this dark web. So I was buying Bitcoins when they were like $9 a piece. And now, like, if I would have just thinking I was like making money selling
You
drugs
were
to
so
my
ahead
friends.
of your time, dude.
Yeah, but I bought drugs with the Bitcoins.
I
If
know,
I just
but still, it's a
kept the
booming
Bitcoins.
market, dude.
Yeah. yeah.
You know what? It's kind of good that, like, there are some people, like Audrey Stewart, I told her that, like, I'm glad we didn't meet at our peak party days.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was better. We were better off
Absolutely.
doing that separately because I love to party.
Yeah.
And I still go to, look, I'm 36. I love a good festival.
I see. You were just at Hard Summer.
Hard Summer. What up, Hard Summer?
Which is like the...
Do you know Hard Summer?
I know about it, yeah.
Yeah. It is dubstep, like, core. And I love that stuff. I love, like, aggressive, loud, like, it's like a mosh. You dance like you're in a mosh pit.
I've seen it.
There's, like...
Not my style.
But, like, I think it's just...
But whatever, like I don't judge it, like have fun.
Oh,
and, like,
totally,
But
yeah.
like I'm uncomfortable when I go to.
It's not for everyone. I respect it.
Yeah,
Like, there are some people I'm like, you would hate this.
yeah. Even when I did do festivals, I was like the dude just on Molly in the back, like
Yeah,
in the massage train, like this is awesome. I love you, dude. I know we just met today, but I totally love you,
Dude, but, like, I do believe firmly a music festival is good for your mental health.
Yeah, you have to experience it. I
Yeah.
think.
It's the best. It's pure joy. You're with all your best friends.
Yeah,
Outside. Mm-hmm. You get your steps in.
yeah, you do.
How many steps you get in Coachella?
Oh.
A million a day.
I got zapped and
So-
steps. I got it all. I came out of there shredded as fuck.
It's probably good for your abs to get, like, zapped in the stomach.
They shot me and I was shirtless wearing Rex Kwon American pajama pants and they shot me at where my like
my God.
the pictures after where you see like I went back there's 2 like prong marks on my chest.
Dude.
Probably took like at least a few years off my life.
Dude.
I was completely sober after the shock. Like and I had taken close to 1/8 of shrooms, 4 mollies.
No.
Yeah.
So, like, medically, it shocks you into being so...
It sobered me up instantly. I
That's a
even
good trick
remember
for your
like
fans. If-
middle of the fucking electrocution thinking this is the lowest point of my life.
I would have loved if you remembered what artist was playing If it was like Skrillex at the bass drum, everyone just thinks you're like really into it.
Yeah. No, there was like 6 cops. It was bad.
Man,
And then it felt like,
legend.
yeah, now it's fun story, but
No, I know. That's a way to retire. A respectful way to retire from that scene.
I won't ever do shrooms at a music festival again. I'll tell you that.
So, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but at Hard Summer, I did do shrooms.
You did.
Okay.
But you're not like, you don't have like, sorry if I'm cutting you off, but like you don't have like a violent history or like,
Luckily, I
know,
don't.
demons or something.
Luckily, I don't. I do have a little bit of rage
Okay.
here and there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you
like
hide it well.
but I hide it, which is probably not even healthy. But I try to like suppress it. Maybe that's why I like dubstep, because it's a welcome environment to like rage dance.
Oh yeah. I do jujitsu like 5 times a week, and that's
Get it
my
out.
yeah.
Like a healthy physical.
Very healthy.
way.
They're my bros. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, but I'm not well versed in like drugs. But I'm pretty sure shrooms are not meant for a music festival.
I think it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
It's fun in nature with like a couple close buddies, people that have done it before. Shrooms are one of my favorite drugs, and I think
They're so fun.
they're one of the healthiest.
It's natural, right?
It's natural, and also like it's proven now to help like people with PTSD and
Yeah.
like all kinds of issues, depression even. And now, so the psychologist I had on the first episode, they do like therapy that's like with shrooms and ketamine and these other drugs, because they're finding that it actually helps the patient and like helps them process things and like shows them like a new way. How much shrooms did you take at the thing? The little chocolate bars?
So a chocolate thing, but I'm so not versed in it. I don't know what the dosage was.
Usually they're about 3.5 to 4 grams per chocolate bar. How much of the chocolate bar did you have?
I just had a little nugget.
Oh, so you barely felt it.
Oh, I did feel it.
Yeah, but did you feel
was strong.
Was everything with texture like breathing and moving?
So luckily it wasn't like I wasn't seeing a kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
My body was jiggly.
Okay.
It was very jiggly.
Yeah, and a little nauseous in the beginning.
I got nauseous towards the end of the night. Mm-hmm. Is that a normal thing from shrooms?
Yeah, because it's technically food poisoning.
What? Really? Mm-hmm. Damn it. Wait, that's what it is.
Oh, that was my ice machine. I was like, what the fuck is
Whoa,
that?
how did we hear that?
Because the mics pick up everything.
Oh my god, it's like we're on shrooms.
Ooh, I put it in our fucking Topo Chicos, dude. We're about to trip
You got me,
balls.
Bryce. You got me.
Say goodbye to that hard 4:30 out.
That's a great podcast idea.
That is-
Give your guest a surprise substance.
I don't think that's legal, Leslie. I think
No, you're
you
right.
go
Oh,
to
you're right. You're
prison
right.
after the first season.
I have terrible ideas,
It's like Bill Cosby, but funner.
but you record it and everyone has a laugh.
Yeah, like, whoa, this is a crazy podcast, dude.
No, but have you done those like weed shows where they're like, this is a weed show. Everyone's going to smoke and you're going to smoke.
I haven't. I've never done stand up high. I've only done it
Yeah.
drinking, and I've only done it twice drinking.
Yeah, I don't love to, I dead sober do stand up.
Same.
Yeah.
And I think that's better because you're treating it like a job, and like you need to be the same mental aptitude every time to like get the same effect. So like, if you're really good at crushing with a little buzz, then you're gonna
be dependent on that little.
and you're learning and everything from that state of mind. So it's not good, I don't think.
And like, I worry about what if you're dependent on like the one beer and then you do a random little club in a random little place or something and they don't have beer.
Yeah.
Then what do? You freak
Or you're
out.
doing 5 shows a week. Or are you going to drink beers every
Can't
single
do
day?
it. Also, I'm a woman in my 30s. I can't be pounding beers, a natty light once a night. Like, what
Anymore.
is my life?
The OC days are over.
Ugh, I love those days.
Oh,
too,
that's
though.
what I have on here too. I read your shout out LA.
Oh,
You
my
know
exclusive
LA.
article.
You know LA really well though. I was very impressed.
That little blurb about like what you would do in LA.
Where you take your friend? Yeah.
I wrote an article. I wrote an article within the article. Like I named 1 million places.
Really? Yeah. No, I read all of them. There was one that I didn't know, like that last one that's like, I looked it up. It's like invite only food thing.
Yes.
And now they do it like supper club.
That is called Food Shop.
Food shop. That's
So if you haven't-
Food shop LA.
If you haven't heard of it, I act like I work for them. It's just a really cool, intimate pop-up dinner.
Okay.
So are you like a fancy diner? Do you like to go to a nice?
I am. I'm a big foodie. I've been to some of
Okay.
the best restaurants in LA, from like Wolfgang Puck's Michelin
Yeah.
Star Steakhouse to like
Okay.
Mastro's.
Yeah.
I love Bestia and those people. And what's the other one? Bavel. The
Yeah.
other, oh my
Oh, I
god.
thought it was Bavel.
Oh, I thought
I
it
don't.
was
I
Bavel.
also have no idea.
I don't know either, but
Yeah.
they're the same owners. They also opened a place in East LA that I haven't tried yet called Safi's.
Ooh.
And all their restaurants, the two that I've tried, are some of the best I've ever had ever.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. But
You
yeah, I'm a
would
big
love-
foodie.
You would love Food Shop then. It's like I started going to it years ago, and they just pick a little cool warehouse in Venice Beach, and they decorate it like it's a fancy, like an engagement party. Like it's intimate, it's dark and beautiful, and it's invite only, so they have an emailing list.
Okay.
Every month, the menu is a different vibe. So it's like Mediterranean or Korean or like
That's
burger
great.
night. And it's like a 5-course meal. It's BYOB. And it's a cool way. It's like groups of friends go, and then you sit banquet style next to other people, like at a wedding.
That's cool.
And then you just vibe with other people.
I like
I
that.
think you would love that.
I do like that. So I saw it, and because I was checking your stuff out yesterday, and it had like a thing to just enter and like tell you something fun about yourself. So you just fill that out, and fingers crossed you'll get it when they have some openings.
Oh, I didn't know they did that. Because I think they have a good like circuit. Like once you get invited by a friend.
Oh, so you-
we should arrange a food shop night, and I want to bring people who haven't been.
Yeah,
and then
down.
you're on the list.
I'm so down.
As long as you don't kick a cop in the chest at Food Shop.
They might like that. Are they
They-
liberal? They would love
I
that.
think they are.
They'd be like, "Fuck yeah, defund the police!"
Actually, yeah, be yourself.
They would lift me up on the chair like it was like a Jewish wedding.
It might be cool for your brand.
For my friend.
Yeah,
Douchebags Anonymous.
I love that. But yeah, we all had our douchebag days.
Which we're about to get into that.
Oh, jeez.
Orange County. You're from Orange
OC.
County, which is like, that was for Orange
Wow.
County.
What up, dude?
Oh, see, dude, that was fucking Trevor, dude. And
Trevor, what's up, dude?
He's about to get the stick and go hit the
Homie.
waves. But like, I'd imagine there's a lot of douchey things you can share about OC. So I went to OC was the first place I lived right out of the Marines, and I went to OCC
nice.
for a year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my favorite colleges.
One of your top Bryson's top college picks. Everyone,
Well,
LCC.
it's so yeah. At the time, because I was right out of the Marine Corps, and like it was all infantry, so it was all dudes. So I was like, yes, and like I thought that the girls were gonna keep getting more and more beautiful by the better colleges I went to, but they never got hotter than
Oh.
OCC.
Oh, that's an interesting What? How does that logic track? So the better the college, the hotter the women.
Leslie, this is fucking 22-year-old Bryson, fresh out of the Marine Corps, fresh out of
I don't know
fresh out of Oklahoma.
I don't know
This
why I'm
is
trying to make you explain your logic. Like,
oh yeah, this is fucking my toxic masculinity logic at the time. Like, oh, they're definitely gonna be
Dude,
hotter.
but-
UCLA, Pepperdine, they're just gonna get hotter and
but
hotter.
they should pump that propaganda to men, and it will like influence you and motivate you to go to the best schools.
Yeah,
Be like, dude, the hotter chicks are at Harvard, dude.
all
You're
the,
like,
all the chicks would just leave. They'd be like, Harvard sucks. Like, bunch of douchebags over there
oh my god. Then it'd be a bunch of Brysons in Penn State, Harvard, Yale.
with tank tops on.
Yeah, dude. That's amazing. Okay, so beautiful women at OCC. I believe that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
great. I had my dog. I would take him to college with me, and like it was good times. I went there
Yeah.
for a year.
Yeah. Where did you live in OC?
I lived in Costa Mesa.
That's fun to live in your 20s, I bet. Because
Yeah.
I didn't get to do that because I grew up there and then I went to school in LA.
Oh yeah, I lived right by Triangle Square, right by the Sutra Lounge, like walking distance to Sutra Lounge. And I was
How often did you go to Sutra Lounge?
too often.
That is douche. I wonder if it's still there.
I don't know.
Dude, we should go to Sutra Lounge. Like
It's douche central,
unironically.
is
Dude,
it?
I would be so down.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
out.
oh my God.
And then I went to there's one of the something goat. There's something goat over there with like the peanut
sure
shells on the
there's-
ground. Shirley goat. Or,
I'm sure that's a thing. Yeah.
It is a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would go to like downtown Huntington, of course.
Hell yeah. The
Yeah,
pier.
The pier, Main Street.
I got my first fake ID taken away at the pier in Huntington Beach. Freddy's. I want to say it's called Freddy's. It's a Mexican restaurant.
The one on the corner right there?
Yes.
That with the upstairs and it's like overlooking?
Yes, and
Oh,
I got
know that
my
one.
fake ID taken away at the upstairs.
Yeah.
With a beautiful view. So
Yeah.
at least I have that memory.
Yeah.
Gorgeous view of the ocean. I was so obviously not 21. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I had my like elementary backpack on.
Also, Asian people look younger, so like you're like 18,
18
looking extra
looking
young.
7.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
visibly like looking like I had just ran away from home.
That's funny.
And the waiter will like tried to hold in laughter. Like I handed a fake ID that I wish I still had just for like memory's sake.
Yeah.
To show people.
You don't have a picture of it?
Oh God, I could hunt for it, but like I'm sure it was like the equivalent of a Post-it note that said I'm 21 with like a happy face on.
Believe this.
And he was like, "Yeah, let me go scan this." And, come right back. And I'm pretty sure I tried to order like I don't know, like 2 Arnold Palmers, please, or like I don't know what I even tried to drink. But I love.
Take 6 My Card lemonades.
Yeah, that was my first drink actually.
That was my first drink.
Really?
Yeah.
I would die if you had one for me right now.
I don't.
We gotta go to Sutra Lounge.
There's some IPAs in the fridge if you'd like one. FML.
No, I only have Mike's Hard. That's on my rider. Just Mike's Hard.
I wish it wasn't so past time. I would ice people on this show. I'd be like, actually, behind that book right there, and you pull it back. There's a fucking spirit off
Okay,
ice.
your podcast, it's gonna evolve. Okay, you're gonna have the surprise drug thing. You're gonna have like if someone says a trigger word, you're gonna ice them.
Yeah.
It's gonna get bigger. One time you can record at Sutra Lounge.
Yeah, if they say something douchey, they have to put $1 in that goes towards like the homeless or something.
Or something really douchey.
Yeah.
Something like
I don't want to support douchiness.
No, we're
I'm
past it.
recovered, you know?
We've grown. But
It's like if you were getting $1 every time an alcoholic said something like alcoholic, and then you
know.
went and bought booze with it.
I know. But dude, yeah, that was my first drink. Mike's Hard, in Orange County, in a
Yeah.
jacuzzi.
Hell yeah. With some douchebags?
With some douchebags. One of those house parties like parents are out of town.
Oh, yeah.
You know, none of us know what alcohol is. So we're drinking the Smucker's Green Apple.
Oh, yeah. All the fruity, sweet stuff.
I was obsessed with Malibu rum,
Yep.
and my friends and I in high school, that's all we drank.
That's funny.
So people called us the Malibimbos
Oh, my God.
because we showed up with a bottle of Malibu rum each.
Wow.
So I guess I was kind of like I was douchey.
That's a class.
I was like I had microdose doucheness.
That's a classy drink, though, for a high schooler.
It was fun. It was fruity. It was cute.
Yeah.
It felt harmless, but it was disgusting.
Very different upbringings we have. Mine was like bonfire, bush light, fucking
Yeah, yeah.
natty ice.
But I loved a crisp beer,
Yeah.
and I didn't know the difference between good quality or not.
Oh, me
So
neither.
all good to me.
It all tasted like
Tastes great.
shit to me.
It did. Actually,
It tasted amazing.
I know.
Like you're on a commercial. Yum, love natty ice.
I could sell any beer because
Yeah.
it's all great. It's crisp. It's like whatever.
Once you acquire the taste, it's great. Like now I love the taste of beer, but then I was still like, oh, why am I drinking this? You know?
So I have an older brother, 8 years older, and he is a protective older brother. He didn't want me to drink like a lot underage. Like
That's good.
And he knew, like we're all kids. What are we gonna do? So he would make me, and this isn't abuse, even though it sounds like abuse. He would make me taste beer when I was like 15,
Yeah.
because at
It's
that
a normal
age,
age to be tasting beer.
I guess it is.
I tried beer when I was like 7 or 8. I remember like the first time I was at a Mexican restaurant. I was like, "What's that? I want to try it." My dad like, "Let me try." I was like,
Oh hell yeah!
yeah,
Because when you're a kid, it tastes like gasoline.
it's awful." Yeah.
So that's what I thought it tasted like.
So many things taste bad when you're a kid. I hated so many different things that I love now. Like
Yeah.
I didn't like avocados when I was a kid.
Of
Like,
course not. Yeah.
it was weird.
It's too sophisticated at a
Yeah.
young age.
Yeah, especially for my Oklahoma palate.
But kids now are different. Kids are like my friends' kids have like creation.
Oh,
like
my kid's gonna eat so fucking healthy. I'm literally
Yeah.
reading a book on like how to live longer and reverse the signs of aging right now.
so what are the tips? Obviously Whole Foods.
Organic vegetables in
Yeah.
this country is a must because the shit we spray on our vegetables is unethical. It's
Damn it.
unacceptable. It's carcinogenic. It's not
like poison.
Good. It is poison, literally.
Amazing.
Pasture fed beef, if you're gonna eat beef, or pasture raised animals is crucial.
Yeah.
intermittent fasting is very important for longevity.
I do that during the week.
I do that too. I just got off
What's
today.
your sketch?
I did.
You just got off. You act like you got off a shift of eating.
I did a 3-day fast.
Oh,
Yesterday
what?
was my last day. Yeah, today I literally like shit my pants in the car.
Wait, so your healthy
TMI.
lifestyle.
Yo, like when you're running late, I was like, thank God, I'm fucking still trying to clean this shit up.
You're like, I'm living longer. Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
shitting in your car.
It was not pleasant.
Wait.
First time
Okay.
shitting in my car. That
Wait.
car, at least.
You didn't shit in your car.
I thought
You were close to it.
No, I shit in the car on accident.
On yourself.
And I don't tell poop jokes.
Not on
so I
purpose.
feel-
To clarify,
No,
it wasn't on purpose.
I totally thought it was a fart, and like,
You know what drives me insane?
but also I took MCT oil in my coffee, and then I had my first meal today. So I think like, you just can't trust a fart after a long fast.
I still, as the saying goes, but MCT oil, I still don't know what that does.
It has, it helps with when you're in ketosis, so it makes more ketones for your liver to process, which is a better form, not a better form, but it's good to switch off how your cells use up energy. And people that fast, like, there's a lot of evidence that they live
Dude, you're
longer.
so Ron Hubermaning me right now. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I'm on shrooms just listening to this.
Also, cold plunges, I do those.
Oh, you do all of it, yeah.
I meditate twice a day.
Yeah, dude.
I read every day almost.
Read, journal, meditate,
That's
water,
good for your
shit
brain.
pants.
Yeah.
It's called
In that order.
It's called mindful shitting.
I do
Who
it while-
cares what society thinks? You
Yeah.
just listen to your body.
Yeah.
And your body said,
Said-
now's the time.
Yeah,
It's go time.
As I was listening to Rogan's podcast, like, la, 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 la. Third eye open, shit my
Dude,
pants.
I haven't listened to Rogan in a while, but I feel like he's pretty pro health stuff.
A lot of his stuff is, yeah.
Which I'm down
I
for.
see his little clips. I don't listen to his podcast, but I see him
Yeah.
on like TikTok, and like some of the stuff's pretty interesting. I also, I'm one of the few, I shouldn't say that. I like his stand up. I loved his 2 specials. I really enjoyed them. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that like his podcast but don't like his stand up.
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoyed his stand up.
But you know what's? I'm thinking about douchey stuff.
He's gotten that for sure.
Yeah, people associate him with that, but I also have a gripe with like, you probably travel a lot. I travel here and there for shows. I don't like how people look at LA and associate being healthy with being douchey.
Yeah, or pretentiousness.
Pretentious. Like being healthy is pretentious.
Yeah. I think it's because often both of those qualities are in people here for some reason. There is
Yeah, that's true.
there's a lot of pretentiousness in LA, unfortunately. There's a lot of good people too that are sincere, down to earth. You're one of them.
Totally, yeah.
And I love it, but like we've all met like one of the things that kills me about this town is like you can say hi to people and they'll literally just ignore you to your fucking face, and like that is not how I grew up.
Yeah.
And like I love it here. I'll always have a place here. There's this is where we do our thing, you know, and there's a lot more positives that outweigh the negatives.
Yeah.
But that is one of the negatives, and Orange County is a way more friendlier place, I'm sure.
Oh, you
I'm
think so? Yeah.
At least to your face. Like,
Yeah.
If you like, which is the same as where I grew up. Like people are probably more like nasty behind your back, maybe. Whereas here, they just don't even care.
Do you mean like people you'll say hi to, or just like the people at the store?
I say hi. I'm so friendly to everyone.
You're
like,
a puppy.
yeah.
You're just always smiling.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, what's up? Oh yeah. Hey, oh yeah.
And then you get sad if people don't say hi back.
Yeah. I don't get sad, but it affects me. I go.
Yeah.
In my head, I go, motherfucker.
Dude, it's like you just left me unread to my face.
Yeah, that's another thing
like,
that
come on,
this
I can
town
see-
does. People in this town
I
will leave you
know,
on red, and it's
know.
common, and it's not acceptable. It's rude, and
I know.
I mean, look, if it happens once or twice here and there, like we're all busy, we all miss something, but like
I know.
there's no reason just to do it consistently.
Even with the DMs, the random DMs of like fans and people, strangers, like
Yeah.
I still feel a moral responsibility to reply.
I do respond to the nice ones.
I know I have to.
If they want something out of me and I've never met them, I won't even like let them see that I had read it.
Yeah.
Just because it's like I don't like I'm barely
Because that's a
being
weird
able-
flex.
Yeah, and I'm also barely able to like help out people that
Your
I want.
actual friends.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, like
I don't talk to my real friends enough.
Yeah.
I'm not going to respond to the Joe Schmo in my requests
It's
folder.
asking for something that's never done anything or like met
Yeah.
me or gone out of their way to like at least introduce themselves in person.
I know.
So yeah.
I know.
When you're a producer, you get it all the time. So like producing those shows, like random comics, hey,
Yeah, dude.
and like sometimes I can hook them up, especially if it's referred from like a good friend or somebody
Yeah.
that like I do respect and am friends with.
Yeah.
Then I do go out of my way to help them out. But like, it's tough.
So I never produced a show because of just, I know how much all that would stress me out.
It's a fucking nightmare.
I know.
And it's away from the art, and I can't wait till I never have to do it again.
Every comic says the same thing. Like, you do it because it's a great hustle, you meet people, whatever, but it's so stressful.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't even realize that people could submit to shows. I was just going around just trying to get on shows naturally. So one time, a dude DM'd me because I was hosting a show and it looked like I was the producer.
Right.
So he DM'd me, goes, yo, I'd love to hop on. Just a little cute, like a little short and sweet, mildly aggressive, like, I want to do your show. Let me know. And I was, my mind was blown because I was like, I didn't know people do that.
Yeah, they do it. And I don't think it's very effective, to be honest. I think it's
I
better
agree.
to show up in person, hang out,
Go to the Bryson mic at the Belmont.
build a relationship.
Put in the work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now you're so fucking busy. You've
Look
turned
at
out
us
like
now.
3 of my show offers, and you the whole time you're like,
only for avails.
I know, but you're like, I just wanted to do your, like, every time at the mic, you're like, I want to do super funny, and then now like you're just fucking so like, how sick is that? Then you're like, I already got I got like 3 shows that day already. Sorry.
Because the bad thing about me that I'll put out there is like, if I'm free, I'll do the show.
Yeah.
If you reach out to me, so people just, whoever gets me first and I'm
Yeah.
free, I'm doing it.
I'm the same way. And once you have it, like, you're not gonna not do something you already gave your word to. I'm big on that.
Me too.
Yeah, it's
I
basic
have
values.
a sick honor system where I'm like, they booked me.
Same.
I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be an annoying comic and mess up. And at the end of the day, it's like, it's LA. They'll find a replacement.
Sure.
But I don't want to mess up their flow. Like, they had me confirm. Like,
Yeah,
I
and
just
you
want
gave
to
your
do it.
word. Like, granted, if it's JFL or Jeselnik or whoever your favorite comic is taking you on the road, like, of course you're gonna be like, hey, I'm sorry this came up and I just
Yeah.
can't say no to it. Something of that nature. But like shows that are equal or even a little better, it's like, no, I
know.
committed to this. If I can do both, maybe, but like if they're on the other sides of town, no.
Yeah. I'm so the same. That's the opposite of douchiness.
Yeah.
Is to honor your word. Mm-hmm. I had a show at a smaller club in LA, and then I got the JFL audition that same night. And
That's
I
sick.
still felt bad when I messaged the girl who booked me.
Yeah.
I didn't, but I told her, I was like, look, I got this JFL thing. I was like, I'm so sorry. Tell me when your next date is. But of course she understands, because if I was a producer and you told me you got JFL,
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck me, go do JFL,
Yeah,
crush it.
absolutely.
I'm not going to.
Unless you lacked empathy and basic awareness.
I know.
Which some people do, but it's rare to that level at least.
And we'll put those names up on the screen.
Yeah,
Who
they'll
Bryson's
be-
talking about.
Yeah, they're all my
Yeah.
close circle.
They're all your dear friends.
I'm just kidding. Do you have any fun douchebag stories of OC?
Oh, man.
I also have other stuff, about douchiness, if you can't think of anything off the top of your head. But we're in the douchebag sector of the show.
I feel like douchebag, it's such a
It's
big
vague.
genre. It's vague. It covers a lot.
Yeah, it really does.
And the thing is, like, wherever you grew up, you have this, like, Stockholm syndrome. I was like, this is my home. This is normal behavior.
Yeah.
So I guess objectively, some of the dudes I went to high school with,
Oh, yeah.
maybe like OC douchey bros, but like
Chad, Todd.
all of them. But I kind of just they intrigued me, like the species of the water polo dudes,
Oh, yeah.
and they were nice to me. But some of them called me like Asian sensation. But also, that's a cool nickname.
It is cool, and it I don't know.
Could
You
be
definitely
worse.
can't say that now, but like it at least had some like admiration behind it. It sounds like
It could be way worse than Asian sensation.
sensation is a good thing.
was.
Asian's a good thing, but like I don't know how the tonality of how they were saying it. Definitely not something you can say now.
Yeah.
But I've been called much worse in Oklahoma. They are not as
Really?
articulate with their fun names. Yeah.
Like, so was your hometown did it have douche tendencies?
Yeah, but with the hillbilly flair. Like,
Ooh.
I
Ooh.
grew up in like country. Like
Yeah.
graduated less than 100 people in my class, less than 1,100 people in my hometown.
Yeah.
population total. There's one, no, there's not. There's zero stoplights in the entire town. Only stop signs.
Damn.
And 2 gas stations.
Oh my God. Did you like how small it was?
Absolutely not. My parents moved me from California to Oklahoma in 2nd grade. It was Bakersfield, but like
Yeah.
they didn't know that, so I was like, I'm from fucking California.
I'm from
this
SoCal.
place
Like,
sucks.
whoa.
Yeah. Little did they know I'm from like the Oklahoma of California. Yeah.
Shout out to Bakersfield.
Yeah.
Many gas stations.
Honestly, Oklahoma is better than Bakersfield. I gotta say.
Wow.
The only thing Bakersfield has is it's close to everything, but it's one of the most polluted cities in the United States.
I didn't even know that.
From the agriculture, yeah.
Damn.
And also like all our pollution kind of drifts over there as well.
Damn.
But like Oklahoma's actually pretty. The weather just sucks and
Yeah.
yeah.
I did do a show in Tulsa there.
Yeah, that's like the closest big city. Like that's like 35, 40 minutes away from where I grew up.
And everyone is so nice.
When did you do that?
It was recent. Like I
If
opened
you
for...
ever go there, take me. I can help you sell
Oh my
it
God,
out.
that'd be amazing.
Yeah, because like that's my hometown.
Yeah, it's like your homecoming.
And I've never done a show there.
Oh my God. Don't you want to?
I've done one, but it was like one of the only times I had drunk before a set because I was there. I had just like crushed one of my like initial Laugh Factory shows with like some big people on it. So I was like,
I know,
okay.
we always have the cocky feeling after a good...
Yeah, and my friend's like, dude, why don't we just see if you can go up and do some jokes before this band gets on? And it's like a kid band, and like the families are there, and I do my 5 minutes, which is not appropriate, and I just fucking bomb.
Wait, but you did a set at not a comedy show.
No.
Well, it was a concert for children.
Well, it wasn't. No, it was still a bar, but like there were younger people. Like the kids must have been in their teens.
Yeah.
It was like the side room of a bar, and like I'm confident with my abilities now that I would be able to make that work.
Yeah.
But then I just bombed so fucking hard in front of my friends after like I was like, yeah, I was a fucking Laugh Factory with Jamie Kennedy and Finesse Mitchell and all these dudes, you know, and it just.
But I love a humbling road gig experience.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like anytime you're riding too high, I feel like God or the universe, whatever you believe in, through stand up is like, nah, bitch.
It's like, sit down, Bryson.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
Yeah, you got a lot to learn,
you need to,
buddy.
But I love a humbling, like I did a show in Arizona. It was one of the late shows where the crowd is like, they weren't planning to see stand up. They're bored. It's Friday. There's nothing else to do. So they roll into the comedy club. And the heckle was verbatim, your jokes are bad.
Oh.
It was something like...
In your face heckle of that?
In my face. No. It was technically, you know, when it's so dark, you can't see people's faces. So I couldn't see which douche said it.
That is a douche thing to
It
say.
was super douche.
Did you respond well, or did it kind of make you go inward?
So it made me go inward, but I forced myself to respond to it because I had to.
Yeah.
Everyone heard it. I had to respond to that person. So I tried to tease him a little bit. And I tried to be like, who said that? Let's talk. Like I wanted to see who said it. And then he cowered it away.
Of course he did.
And didn't say anything.
Yeah, because that's a fucked up thing to say.
Because it was douche status. But like a humbling road experience, in the back of my mind, I was like, this shit's making me stronger.
Yeah.
I was like, I like soaked it in.
It really
the heckle.
is. It is, yeah. I had one dude boo me at a recent show because I had forgotten the last comic who was like, it was Laugh Factory Hollywood recently, and it was Finesse Mitchell, who phenomenal comic.
Yeah.
And like I totally forgot that he was on the lineup too. I was like, that's, and I
Oh,
was
you were
hosting.
oh,
And I was like, that's our show. And then they were like, no, like the booker, everyone's like, no. And I was like, and this dude's like, boo. I was like, are you booing me? And he's like, yeah. I was like, why are you booing me? He's like, you forgot I was like, what if I come to your job and boo you in front of your bosses? And everyone's just like, bah.
Wait, when you forgot, meaning he had a set and you forgot to bring him up.
Yeah. Yeah. In front of everybody. And then this fucking douchebag was booing me, and I just went off on him. But like,
that is a
crushed.
hilarious mistake, though.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like, you know, at the end of the show where you go, give it up for your comics, Bryson, Finesse, like you name the people. I thought it was that.
No.
You straight up almost forgot to bring Finesse.
I ended the show and was going off stage and had to run back. And I was like, wait. And then this fucking asshole is booing me. Yeah.
It's like I respect him for his intention was probably just maybe he was excited for finesse and he just wanted to correct you.
Or even like ruffle my feathers or whatever. But like,
But the boo isn't the way.
also in front of like both of my bosses, technically, you know what I mean?
I know.
It's
But-
fine. It worked out, and like I recovered in it, and I got laughs from it, and and now I edit Finesse's videos for him. So like,
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it worked out.
Yeah.
Okay, I also have you're a female in what I think and consider one of the toughest industries for a female. It is probably one of the most misogynistic continuously, still even to this day.
Yeah.
We've all heard the women aren't funny bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's got to be fucking tough. Mm-hmm. And you got to have some, like, stuff to say about that.
I mean, the women ain't funny thing are comments, like consistent social media comments.
As your clip gets 10 plus million views, like, millions of like, it's, your shit is insane. It's like, what are you talking about?
It's gnarly. It's fascinating. Like I look at the guys who, and obviously it's many men who say this.
Yeah. And you click on their profile. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Because I just want to explore.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It intrigues me.
it's a sad person.
It's sad. I'm like, don't you want women to be funny? Like, I don't know, if you're a straight guy, wouldn't you want your girlfriend to be...
My girlfriend is one of the funniest
She's
people
funny?
I've
Yeah.
ever met.
She
And
has to be
At
funny.
times, she's funnier than me, and I'm like, hey,
Don't
come
you
on.
want... Stop busting.
yeah. Like,
Why don't you-
She
yeah.
crushes a room. Like,
She
just
crushes it with
naturally.
you.
No, but like with everyone in the
Yeah.
room, she'll like roast me, like she has these really witty like roast comebacks that are like not too far, but like funny. to
Ooh,
where
that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where like you're laughing too because it wasn't too personal.
It's the perfect amount of
Yeah.
temperature
She's
of
so
roast.
good at it. Yeah.
It's like these dudes. I click on their profiles, and it's a fascinating thing to me to be attracted to women, and also just you can't let them win.
Also hate them at the
Also
same time.
hate them. Yeah. What is that?
That's weird.
So those are the comments I get a lot. And luckily, I started in LA. You started in LA comedy.
Yeah, which they say is really tough to do.
They say it's tough, but I'm happy. I don't know how you feel, but
Same.
I'm happy I started here.
I love it here.
Because it's like the best comics are here.
Yeah.
So like that was my standard of the quality of good comedy.
Yeah. Sink or swim fast.
Was the best comics ever.
Yeah.
So that was what I was like, all right, that's what I have to go against.
Mm-hmm.
One time I had to, and this is like in, I was like 2 years in or 3 years in. You get lucky, you hop on a good show at a major club.
Yeah.
And I had to follow Donnell Rawlings.
Oh my God.
I was like 2
He
years.
like blows the roof off of places.
And I'm like, God, and I'm very self-aware. I'm
Yeah.
like, Leslie, you are nowhere near as good as Donnell Rawlings, so good luck, honey.
oh no, that was your affirmation right before you went on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah. That's how, the bad thing about me is I'm very self-aware, but sometimes the self-awareness is like, you're not that good.
Oh no.
And of course it's like, he crushes it, and I'm like,
crushes. When he crushes so hard.
and it's unbelievable. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the? And then the producer's like, all right, you good? You're up next. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it. Like, one time I had to go up after Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh my
At the Ha. I was like a year and a half in. I was like, what the hell? But so for starting in LA, the pros and cons are you're with these big people.
Yeah.
And it really makes you self-aware, but also like makes me be like, all right, I have to work up to that.
Yeah.
I have to, so
Yeah, and you do your best in that moment, and it's such like a better learning experience than following in some other state where like
I know.
the local dude usually crushes. It's like such a better like workout for you.
it
in a way.
raises the, you know, in school, what's the curve?
Yeah, the bell-shaped curve.
The bell-shaped curve. So it's like in LA comedy, it's high.
Yeah.
So Donnell unfortunately raised the curve.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, well now my A+ is a C-.
Did
now
you
I have
still
to
pass?
the set after Donnell, I barely survived. Barely survived.
I hate those.
He was so good
Yeah.
that people just were zoning out.
Now, do you feel like you have the know-it-all to reset the room and like get into your thing?
Honestly, no.
No?
No, after Donnell, okay.
But I think the way you do comedy is so different that naturally it'll reset the room if you just stay confident and you know your bits work. Like you can crush too, and like just resetting the room versus like trying to match his energy because he's like very
Oh,
high
that's
energy,
true,
like
yeah.
da 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 da, and you're very opposite. So I think you can still like the beginning is gonna be a little slow, but like that's part of the reset. And
I
then,
know. It is a good learning to just not try to copy the energy of the person before you.
Yeah, coming all hot and silly.
I know, which is hard to not do after him.
Yeah.
It's to everyone orgasm from him, and then it's me, and then I'm like, God damn, like, so. But you're right. Like, stick to your energy, your vibe, your voice, and just trust that it's good enough and that people will still vibe with you. But like,
Yeah, or even if your energy is the same, like come in lower energy to reset it. Is what I've been taught.
also, lower energy kind of still catches people's attention.
Yeah, confidence. Like,
Yeah, like that cool, slow,
yeah.
like.
What are you? You're like 7 years in or 8.
It'll be 2017.
Okay, so you're same as me, like a little over 6.
6-ish, 6 or 7.
We're on the same. So like I feel like things are clicking, and I'm pretty confident on most stages I get on, and like
Yeah.
it's just like a different thing now. You know what I mean? Whereas like you still get excited, but like you're fucking in the zone, and you know what you're doing at this point.
And I'll say with the douchiness in LA, being a female in comedy, I honestly I have great male comic buddies. I had a great experience.
As you
The
should.
Brysons were nice to me.
Good.
Like
Wait, who are the Brysons?
like you, like the
Yeah, but
Brysons of LA.
Can we name some other Brysons so I know what I'm.
No, just every comic who was, maybe started around me, like, were just kind and cool and would
That's
give me
awesome.
a spot. I'm lucky, like, no one ever did any weird, douchey, harassy
I've heard
things.
like crazy stuff of like just like weird passes for women to get stage time and stuff, and it's just like
That never happened to me.
good.
So, like, luckily, no one was attracted to me, and I just was there to do the set, and like
That's better.
The only weird thing is, and it's fine. Like, guys would book me and verbatim be like, "We just need a chick," and so, some guys would book me and be like, "It's my bad. We forgot to book a chick. Can you do it?"
That's just something you leave in your head if that is really why you're booking
But
someone.
also, I was like, "Yep, happy to do it. What time?" Like,
Yeah.
like I had no pride. I was like, "Yeah." And
Of course, I
But
would
I'll-
too.
so that was like the weirdest thing. But also, I'm like, at least they're trying. But they could be better at it. But
Yeah. I will say there are a lot more men in comedy, and like at the higher level, the women that have already brushed it through are very busy and like hard to get on lineups. Like, so there is because I try to have the most diverse lineup. I always have at least 2 females, even if they're not on my poster. I have 2 females on my show.
yeah.
And I get a lot of no's before I get even like the one bigger female. Like, yeah.
Because it is probably, there's only so many of us, and they're trying to get us on all the lineups.
Yeah.
So you have plenty of guys to choose from.
Yeah,
But
it's still not an excuse for some of these other people and how they like. I see shows with like all dudes, like the poster is
all
literally
the
like
time.
all dudes, and
All
they're
the
mostly
time.
like white dudes, and I'm just like, dude,
All the time.
read the fucking room. Like,
It's insane.
yeah,
Yeah. But I had one like producer friend who books a really cool show, and she asked me like, "Do you suggest any male comics who are really great, good, and not douchey?" And I was like, "Yeah, all of the guys I talked to."
cool.
Yeah, I was like,
there are some douchebags in comedy though, and yeah, good thing you're
can't
not
wait
in
to
your
run
close
into them.
circle. Yeah, I'm not gonna say any names.
The
'cause
bigger I get, I can't wait to know them.
you will,
And
you
we'll
will.
sidebar.
Yeah.
When I work with them.
They are still out there. The next part, douchebag daily double, which is one of my favorites. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the douchiest thing that's ever happened to you and the douchiest thing you've ever done to someone else that you're comfortable sharing.
Okay, this is a sad thing that came to my mind, and I'm thinking about me being douchey. And maybe you can be the douche judge.
Ooh, I love to be the douche judge.
Actually, what I'm about to describe is like petty theft. So,
Oh.
I went to USC.
Yeah, you
and
did. Rival
they had a
school.
booming they had a booming, frat scene. Frat parties were super fun.
Yeah.
I went to them all the time. And every time I'd go to a frat house, I would take something as like a souvenir. Like a shot
Expensive?
glass
Oh, pff.
or like a DVD.
Oh, God, those are worth so much now.
Like, also, are they? They're DVDs.
No.
Isn't it like worth
My parents gave
It's not
my
like a Beanie
girlfriend,
Baby?
who's a Gen Z, a DVD, and she was like, "What the fuck?" Like, it's an ancient artifact. Like,
But it is. But I feel like it's like a VHS or like a record.
yeah,
I don't think it's maybe it's not
sentimental
like
value.
but I would steal like a random, like I would go to their like Family Guy archive and take like the best season.
You're such a piece of shit, Leslie.
I
The
don't know why
biggest douchebag. No.
I don't know why
That is
comes
so
to mind.
mild and like the nicest, douchiest thing
Is
you
it
could have ever
douchey?
done. barely. Like it's on the
Like, I'm sure it's not nearly as bad as what other people said.
it's not major. What is it? Major Dojo Casa House.
What is that?
That's from the Barbie when Ken's being all douchey.
I haven't seen Barbie.
I saw
That's
it
kind of.
with
I feel
my
like
girlfriend.
I feel like I'm being a douchey female for having not seen Barbie.
You're so busy. Like,
Did you like it?
I liked it overall. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Good
definitely
time.
it was geared towards women, but I got the message.
Hot take.
Yeah,
Barbie is.
I liked it. There were some hilarious moments of
Yeah.
how they were poking fun of men that were so accurate and
I can't wait.
hilarious. But I enjoyed it.
See, I feel like a douchey for not seeing Barbie. Not on purpose. I just.
Yeah, the whole
I'll get to it.
womanhood thing. Yeah, you got a fucking full plate right now, and
get
it's good to like maximize these opportunities you're getting, which you already know and you're doing. So
I am prioritizing the douchebag podcast with Bryson.
Yeah.
Over the Barbie movie.
exactly.
So that's where my priorities lie.
It's a good priority.
You know?
This is gonna pop off.
This is gonna change our algorithms.
It really is. I'm gonna have like way more posts now after this.
No.
What about the douchiest thing that's ever happened to you?
Oh, I'm brainstorming. Ugh. You know, douchey is so broad. That's the problem with it. Wait, no, I keep thinking of ones I've done. One time, this was in maybe junior high, I kicked my guy friend in the balls just to see how bad it would hurt him. Is that douchey or is that psychotic?
That's
pretty
douchey, but like when you're at that age, you don't have like the same empathy. Your frontal lobe's not fully developed. Like
No.
we've all kicked somebody.
Mine's not
in the
even
nuts.
there yet, but
Yeah, it is. But I think you're safe. It's funny
'Cause-
we all like dudes used to hit each other in the nuts as like part of the funny thing.
yeah,
when we were
and I
younger.
was like one of the guys where like you guys all look like you were having fun. Like I would always see guys like do the
Nut
tap
tap.
and the kick, and you all laugh, and I was like, that looks really fun. And I was like, I kind of want to get on this. So then me, this little Chinese girl in honors classes, went up to this innocent dude who was like my friend.
Yeah.
And without any warning, like jackass style, I just fucking like kicked him so hard, and he like fell, and I immediately felt bad
He's dead now.
from his injuries. Yes, from those. Yes, that felt pretty douchey. I just got a flashback of that, but that felt pretty douchey.
Were you guys still friends after?
You know, it's funny. It's like, what is friendship at that young of an age? But
Yeah.
but
I
yes,
have like maybe two people I still talk to from that era of my
that's
life.
impressive though.
1.5, yeah.
From junior high, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But like friends, meaning like
They're
we
both from
talked.
like elementary school,
Yeah.
but still, yeah.
I keep thinking of my own bad behavior and not other people. There's got to be stuff. I think I normalized douchey behavior because of OC.
Yeah, maybe.
What I mean, I'm so on the scale of douchiness of stories you've heard on the podcast, are mine like very mild?
They've all been pretty mild. I feel like I'm the one that has the douchey stories, and most of my guests are like really cool people that have good values and like yeah. And I have that now, but like I just didn't when I was younger. I was like a little turd.
I mean, no, we all were.
No, but like I was next level.
Like, well,
I was
also,
just not a good person.
when you're a kid, who's a good person as a child? I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, I just had a lot of issues, and like
And it's none of our fault. We were kind of in the lottery. We were
Exactly.
just shot out with our
Yeah.
family, and you didn't choose to grow up in your neighborhood. But like, I was kind of, one thing I did that shows how like badass because even like kicking my friend in the balls, it was like you know when someone sees a candle and they just want to put their fire on, like it was like that. I was like, I just
Yeah.
want to see what it feels
I
like.
want to feel the flame.
Yeah. So like, so
Get close to some testicles.
yeah, it didn't feel great for either of us.
Yeah.
Like the pain he felt, I felt it in my heart.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like
Wow,
someone kicked
that's
my
a good
heart.
sign.
Yeah.
That's not
I was
sociopath.
like never gonna do that again.
Yeah.
That didn't make me feel good at all. But like flipping the bird, middle
Yeah,
finger.
I've done that.
So the first, when I understood what it was and what it meant, I wanted to feel like what it felt like. So I remember doing it, but like hiding it.
Oh yeah.
Like I felt like I was holding a gun. I was so young. I was like, oh my God. And then I held it up. I was like, oh, it feels so wrong, but I just wanted to feel.
The power.
Yeah, that's how like you dip your toes in a.
Yeah.
In the
In
danger.
Orange County, there's guns out there. They lean more right.
I'm sure there was, but luckily I never
You
was.
didn't grow up around guns.
Not that I saw.
Have you ever shot a gun?
At a range, at like a.
That's good.
The ones where you do the clay thing.
Yep.
Those are fun, but yeah, not not on the streets.
Yeah,
At a
that-
person.
Just keep it that way. Yeah.
No.
They're fun to shoot at targets. Meaning the one is prevalent in your relationships, which I know you read a lot, don't you?
Oh my God, I haven't read like a book.
Yeah.
I haven't read a book in ages.
We got to read. It's good. It's it staves off one of the 4 main killers, which is dementia.
I agree. I have to read.
Have you heard of Attached?
A book called Attached?
Yeah.
Maybe, but is it?
It's all about relationships. It's pretty much like the theory and science of attachment theory and how it can help you keep and find love. My girlfriend and I both read it together, and it's a phenomenal book. And it teaches us which attachment style we are, what other people are, and which one to kind of like stay away from.
Yeah.
That there are more of in the dating pool because of the profile and how they like their freedom, and they romanticize the one that got away, and like these are avoidant people, and they often get attached to people with anxious attachment.
Yeah.
So when these people withdraw, it makes you think you're in love because you have all these emotions, but that's not what real love feels like. So it's such a phenomenal book.
I'm so believe in all that stuff. Like everyone has their own, like it's deeper than love language. It's like,
I read that one too, 4 love languages, or the five love languages.
yeah. The problem is like, I think I'm a blend of a lot of them.
Yeah. I have 2 primary ones as well. That's normal. Yeah. And like you appreciate all of them, but some definitely you need, you know, like for me is like quality time and physical touch are like my top 2.
Yeah. I feel like those are normal because like the gift one.
But there are people like that. Like my mom is a huge receiving gifts.
Yeah. My
and
dad's
I know
like
that
that
because
too.
she gets me like the most thoughtful, sweetest gifts.
Yeah.
So knowing that, I go, okay. And I get her thoughtful, sweet gifts, you know, even though that's not in my like natural norm. I like to go to nice dinners. I take my closest friends to like nice dinners.
Time.
Yeah, quality time.
But also a gift if you pay for it.
I do pay for it. Yeah, that'd be fucked up.
Wait, that's so nice.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's a regular Friday night. Usually split it. But if you're like, let me take you out to.
But if it's their birthday, like
of
I always
course,
do birthday dinner. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my best friend, who we own the condo together. Like we always do like a really badass dinner. I took him to like Wolfgang Puck's Steakhouse last year. I'm taking him to a cool spot this year. And like, I don't know. I think it's important to build those memories with your favorite people, you know?
You can't go wrong with that.
You really can't.
But,
and I love like vacations and trips with like
with the bros.
with anybody you're like really close with.
It's good time away from life. I also like good quality time. But I also like, dude, they should put that on dating app profiles. I actually, the apps are exhausting, but I
met my girlfriend on the app, so don't give up.
Ooh, well,
and she's like such an awesome person.
I like the apps because you see it's like a baseball card.
Yeah,
you see the stats.
I've never heard it described as that.
Because I have met guys in real life, and age matters to me. Like
right.
So when I learn later that they're like significantly younger, I'm like, dude, if I saw that on your baseball card, I met.
Yeah.
But then again, there's the other flip side of like, you would have swiped left and you should have given him a chance. And
yeah, I mean, you know what you want at this point in your life. And I think it's good to stay true to that because ultimately it's wasting one of your biggest assets, which is your time. It's the one thing that the wealthiest
time is money,
people,
honey.
Yeah. And the wealthiest people in the world want to buy more of, and they can't because so that is your most valuable asset.
I know, but I love seeing, so what I'm saying is they should put your attachment style.
Yeah.
On your Hinge profile.
They should.
Your love language.
But the avoidance wouldn't do it because then nobody would talk to them.
Well, avoidance style, there's a attachment style that's right for everyone, I'm assuming.
No. You should be working towards secured attachment. So there's anxious, avoidant, and secure. And you want to work towards secure. And if you're not secure, then you got to figure out why and like go over it. And the book helps you with that.
So the idea is we all should be secure.
Or, I mean, that should be your goal. Yeah. And then, I was like, what the fuck was that?
I thought it was like, if you're fucked up, it's okay to date someone else fucked up. But that, I mean, yeah.
You can, but like, you're really just traumatizing yourself because ultimately these anxious people get with these avoidant people. And, and it has you rate yourself and rate your partner. And like, when you're reading it, you're going to go through all your Rolodex and you're going to be like, oh yeah. And then you're going to be like, that dude was secure, but it seemed kind of boring. And then, so I think it's the most beneficial book to read for dating anywhere, especially in LA.
It's gnarly because I obviously dated in my 20s. Everyone does. But there should be like a legal dating age or something. Because you are hurting people. The same way you hit someone on the road.
Yeah.
And even whether it's intentional or not, because we all unintentionally hurt each other in our 20s dating. We're all just unresolved open trauma wounds.
Yeah.
Just fucking and sucking in LA.
Yeah.
And hurting each other.
That's why I'm so glad I got my girlfriend when she was like 4 months into LA, like before she could be like, I don't know. I feel like the city can like, it weighed
you.
down. It ruined me too for some years. Like I was sad in this place. You know,
I
it's
know.
it's a tough city to date in, and like
How long have you lived in LA again?
over 11. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
moved here in 2011, so like 12 years.
Yeah, it's 2005. Yeah.
Oh wow, 2005.
Because I went to college, SC, 05
Yeah.
to 09.
Yeah, so
And
you
then I stayed
graduated
here.
before me. I graduated 06, high school.
I'm 05.
Sick.
05. Well, way to shout out the high school year. 05?
Oh, dude, got my sweats over there in the drawer.
You know what I always laughed about is I liked chanting 05. It was fun, like 05. But then you would go later years and they would just be like 12.
Yeah.
Is that what that's what they said?
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
11.
Dude, my girlfriend was born in 1999.
Amazing.
That's so weird.
What a weird.
Yeah. I tell her, I go, when you were still getting lunch money from mom and dad, I was hooking and jabbing through Iraq.
Oh my god. But it's cool that she can keep you like current with stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So many like stuff, so much. She taught me how to edit my videos. She's
Yeah.
going to teach me how to edit this. Like she's been like, you know how they talk about when you find the person that like makes you better?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
probably the first time, or complimenting in such a way and getting along so well first time that I've like
Yeah.
where everything just seems perfect, you know.
I hope you guys have the best attachment styles.
Thank you. We're both secure.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But like I didn't used to be like, and when I
Of
was
course,
reading the
yeah.
book, I was like, oh, I used to be anxious and avoidant, which is the worst. And it's like a small subsect of a person. Yeah.
Wow.
Very small
Small
percentage.
elite group of
Douchebags.
well,
That's what they call us.
I'm sure I've messed around with some of those types of attachment styles in LA.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. So are you big on self-improvement?
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah?
Hell
Well,
yeah.
you need to incorporate some reading.
Okay, yeah. Oh yes, on reading. I have to read. It's on my perpetual to-do list. I have to read more.
10 pages a day. Same time every day.
I know,
Another
I
great
know,
book.
I know.
Atomic Habits. After you read that
Okay,
book,
yeah.
you'll fucking
Oh, maybe I
every
should start
habit
there.
you want. Yeah.
Okay,
Start there.
okay, that's
it's one
it.
of the. I put it in
Okay.
the top 3 best books I've ever read
That-
ever.
okay, I'll start there because then that will motivate. Because when I see a book, what I see is like a mountain.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm never gonna climb that.
Wow.
And so what you're saying is just take a little bit of steps.
Same as what you did with stand up. One step at a time. Keep your eye on the.
Yep, you're right.
don't
Little
look,
bit at a
Don't
time.
look at the top of the mountain and how much further you still have
Just
to
look
go.
right in front of you.
Yeah. I learned that in the Marines because, like, if you
Yeah,
look up the mountain, you're like, oh my God.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Not with
Yeah.
stand up though,
No,
luckily.
with stand up, you're just fucking
like
skipping
one-
up the mountain. Like, woo!
This is fun.
this
Oh,
feels-
JFL, cool. Like, yeah.
I feel like this is flat. I'm flat earther now.
But that's yes. If you have any flat earther books to suggest, throw them my way.
Yeah.
But okay, I do because I do it. The thing is, like, I have a day job still, and it takes up a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like corporate day job, and it's like I can't read books because I'm reading emails all day. Mm-hmm. How sad! That's a sad life.
That's true. But you can still make time to read books if you want to. Check out Atomic Habits. I will say also I loved the part in your press review that said you're reclaiming your identity from like growing up with immigrant parents and then like almost being like whitewashed from Orange County, and like your bits definitely reflect that, and they're super good, super vulnerable, and like I think that's
Yeah.
an awesome thing to be in this
Thanks,
day and
dude.
age. Yeah.
Thanks, dude. It's fun. Stand up is #no filter.
Yeah.
You just put it all out there.
I agree.
And people like it when you're all you, I think. That's why it's fun,
Yeah.
you know? But I still have a little bit of OC in me.
Yeah, that'll always
It's
be in there.
Always in there, dude.
Well, cool. Thanks for doing the pod.
Thanks, friend. I'm going to go read.
No, you're not.
I'll when I buy the book, I'll show it to you that I have it.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, and 10 pages a day. And it'll help if you do same time and same day, or like, so
I'm sure that's an Atomic Habit suggestion.
It is. And then stacking your habits one after another.
Yeah.
Like my productivity has boosted, and I was already pretty productive.
Yeah.
It's a great book.
Hell yeah.
And it's an easy read.
Because you multitask. You even shit while you're driving. Because you have so much to do. Is that one of your habits you built?
Yeah, dude. I just got a little funnel in the bins. I just fucking, And I hide the bird at all the fucking traffickers. The power of shitting in my car.
Self-improvement. Okay, I'll do it.